Hey everybody, Umbra Rays here today, and today is a monumental day. Is it because Umbra finally got his Switch too? Absolutely. Is it for other reasons as well? Yes, this is a Wotv video, dear people. We are here for Wotv reasons. So, Final Fantasy XIV stuff is here. We're going to take a quick look at essentially what we got. Mostly because at this point, the update just happened. Nothing's live on WotvCalc yet. There isn't even any reviews out there. There's just nothing to go on. It's the middle of the day, in the middle of the week. Let's do some polls and talk. So 14 is back, and I do realize that some globalers out there are pretty unhappy that Wotv has essentially kind of come back, bringing 14 and finally giving people something that they wanted, which was 14 characters in a paid sense. That's quite a few yellow crystals there. And to be fair, yeah, I get it. I get the annoyance of this, especially because I do feel that Global still had some legs in it. I don't feel that running things was that difficult. I feel like they could have floated the game a little bit longer. Now let's see, this is supposed to be a level 120. So does he actually give? It does look like he's giving the amount of resources that he is supposed to give. We got 40 there, but it seems like that is supposed to be a 120. So I hope that they did give all those resources that we were supposed to get. And the VC, of course, back again. All this FF14 stuff that originally was, there is here as well. Wait a minute, isn't this supposed to be a vision card? Alright, scoring a couple of extra things. Umbra won't complain about that. What I will complain about, though, quite vocally, is that I do think the global version should have been floated for a little while longer. Closing it basically on its anniversary is bad form, as far as I'm concerned. That's not cool. Wow, a stern into a ruin stern. If we get a wing stern after this, I'm saying that this is incredibly rigged. But the big thing around this time is 2 new characters for FF14, which have come to the game now. Mage-based character who is a single target attacker, and a spear-based AoE attacker. Interesting combination of stuff, wind fire sort of thing. And yes, I do know that I don't know, globalers, am I still banned from trying for characters anymore? Am I still under that global curse now that global's gone? I don't know. I don't know if that's actually still active. When the global game shuts down, I feel like it's just whatever. And that's a good point. I do think that it is whatever at this point in time here for Wotv JP, where essentially, the most recent live stream where they were revealing the FF14 news, a bunch of websites that track all the news weren't doing really any live updates, which is kind of shocking because, it is a sort of thing where it's no, they usually do that stuff. So for them not to do it, maybe Wotv is just kind of past its prime here on JP, where, JP players are also a little tired of it, a little worn down, a little beaten down. And, just constantly feeling like there are new characters that are just outdoing old characters might feel a little treadmill-y. So let's see what we got. So first off, Instinian's Trust Mastery, Jump +1, boost effect of luck and speed for allies centered around self for 4 turns. Kind of interesting there. So boost style effects, you can actually cast them more than once. So that means that we have a stacking speed buff on this armor, which is actually kind of interesting. That does make this Trust Mastery interesting. Even though it is an armor, that might actually be big enough to merit a kind of a bing in terms of interest. As for Grahatia, grants haste effect to self for 4 turns. Additional effect, move and jump +1 while under haste. I have to say that Einsteinian seems better here. It does work with characters that can equip armor. which is generally good. You're getting a move jump as a bonus to haste, and haste trust masteries are usually, well, they're quite always good. But Einsteinian's boost effect might be the more interesting just because it's stacking. Depends on how the AI actually validates running that kind of trust mastery buff, but I do think that I like Einsteinian's a little more than Grautia. Let's check out the limit burst animation. What's the cat boy do? Giant ball of fire? Giant bolt of lightning? And fire lightning. Cool. Not my favorite trust mastery, but pretty cool. And let's check out Mr. Pokeboy. And in traditional Final Fantasy XIV traditions, that's right, I said traditions twice, he spear dive bombs right off the side of the map, kills himself, and ruins the DPS quota for an FF14 party. Ha ha ha. Maybe that joke's outdated. Maybe 14's been updated, so Dragoons don't do that anymore. But it was still what I thought is okay. Anyway, through the web shop, there is some bonuses from JP. So anybody who is playing JP, you actually do get full 10 pull tickets off of the web shop in celebration of these two characters coming out. So we're going to run that right now. See if we get any kind of lucky. Probably not, but yeah, never know. And again, for people who are like, hey, Umber, you said you were never going to... free tickets. You don't let those spoil. I mean, you can't let Gumi get away with that kind of stuff. All right, Silver Book. No reform. It's a blue crystal at the top, which means we're basically screwed. Never fun. Never fun. This is a bad feeling, by the way. I guess I don't need to say this to players out there, but as soon as you see that blue crystal at the top, you might as well just hit that skip button because your odds are infinitesimally bad. All right, so Grautia, not our friend. I guess 20% towards that 100% chance at very little. At a vision card, right? That's how it normally works. All right, well, let's try our Wind Spear Boy. I recently got more, up to 120. It could get her up to 140 if I wanted. Let's see if I get some incentive. Not looking like it. Definitely not looking like it. Yeah, wow. All vision cards. I thought to myself, there's no way that this one could be worse than the other one, right? Incorrect. Incorrect, dear viewer. It's very likely. Well, I do think that my luck is completely shot, but with Wotv lately, this entire year has been, and this is the other part of this video, I think we've talked about 14 stuff enough. I'll talk about these characters and their reviews in another video, in separate videos, just to keep it organized for myself and others. But I'm basically just going to spend the rest of my Visior right here on Einsteinian. 1, because he's kind of a cool character. 2, because at this point I'm pretty just frustrated with Wotv. This entire year has been like pitying every single character that I've tried. I've had no luck. Between that and just like what feels like at this point, like everybody's kind of moved, or most people have moved on from Wotv, and viewership has just, dropped, which is to be expected. It kind of does feel bad. It just doesn't feel particularly that great anymore. I haven't really been enjoying this year with Wotv at all, and I'm kind of bottoming out. Like, it's just, for instance, ever since the FF7 event, all of my characters have felt so outclassed versus everything else that's out there right now that's newer, like just Elena and Rufus and Dickweed Garuza. I just cannot stand anything. It doesn't feel like it's worth saving anymore for either. It's not like a oh, well, all you have to do is save your resources. Like, it doesn't matter. I either need to get incredibly lucky and pull a character really early on with very little resources to feel like I'm getting anywhere anymore. And this kind of stuff has just been my experience this entire year. And I'm more than tapped out, more than just worn out of it, more than tired of this gacha system, which refuses to upgrade and evolve. And the, you know, at this point it feels, even though it's not, because it's just bad luck, it does feel like it feels specifically targeted, where it's like, hey, guess what? You're just, we're not going to give you any luck or anything, or your account, you've said so many bad things about Wotv that we're just not going to let you have anything anymore. And it's like, okay, all right, well, then I'm glad I stopped spending because this is awful. The whole Wotv experience this year has just been miserable kind of thing. And yeah. I mean, that's the perfect thing to end on here. Into a vision card, no less. Might it... Oh, sorry. Oh, I guess they finally punked me. I don't care, man. I don't care. Take my Visior. Give me a fucking year 1 Ifrit, like one of the first vision cards that you ever get for free. I'm fucking so done with this shit of just how unfun and miserable this game has been to me this year. Just fuck it. Just fuck it royally. I'm so tired and done with this game. Like, I don't enjoy playing it anymore. I don't care about dailies. I don't care about any of that. This is me completely bottomed out and just saying, this game sucks. It absolutely fucking sucks. And globalers out there who are like, oh, I'm so sad that the game is gone. Why? This thing is a miserable piece of shit. And it's made me into more of a miserable person. Not gonna call myself a POS. Sorry, just not quite there. Yeah, so that's basically it for this video. Boy oh boy, have I just fucking had it with Wotv. It's just been the shittiest fucking game ever.